Hi, I'm Shanti Nolan here at Keller Yoga, and we're about to start our 10-day Healthier You Challenge, which consists of committing yourself to doing 10 sun salutations every day for 10 days. It's very simple, but you'll feel profound effects in your nervous system, in your organ system, in your glandular system, in your body. You'll feel more alive, more alert, more revitalized. And so that is the goal for this practice, is to get us into a place where we can be ready to face the holiday season with stability, with confidence, and with clarity, so that the stress and the craziness doesn't overwhelm us. All right, so I'll go through different modifications for the poses so that you can find the level that you're at and go from there. So you can do your 10 sun salutations at your level. I've also done 2 other videos for doing sun salutation from a chair and sun salutation against the wall if you're unable to get up and down off the floor. So those are 2 other videos you can watch to find if that's more where your body is in this time. Right. So I'll go through different postures and then we'll do them together. All right. So the sun salutation is a series of poses, and there are many different variations. We'll just go through a couple of, actually one variation of the sun salutation with modifications of the different poses in each one. So you begin bringing your feet hip-width distance. Hip-width distance is 2 fists right between your feet. This creates a very strong, stable foundation. Lift your toes, squeeze your inner thighs together, scoop the pelvis under and engage your core. So now your whole body is grounded and feeling strong. Feel all 4 corners of your feet pressing down to the ground, and bring your hands to your heart. So on the first breath, we reach your arms up and look up. From here, you can just hold straight up. Or a variation, you can press your hips forward and lean back gently. On the exhale, arms sweep out wide. Hinge from the hip. You can put a bend in your knee and tuck your chin. So you'll inhale, come up. Exhale, sweep your arms out wide. Tuck your chin. It doesn't matter how bent your knees are, just allow that to happen so that you don't strain your hamstrings. On an inhale, step your left foot back. Drop your left knee to the ground, but keep your back toes tucked under for stability. Try to make the knee over the ankle or over the toes, but not too far past them. Okay? Press out and down through the ball of your foot and squeeze your left glute. So you can stay here. If you'd like, you can bring your hands to your thigh, press your arms into your thigh, press your hips forward as you lean your torso back. Engage your core to stabilize your low back. From here, if you want an additional added challenge, you can reach your arms up over your head, either straight up or leaning back. On an exhale, you'll plant your hands on the ground. From here, step your foot back into what's called plank. Now, the best position for your arms and hands is to be underneath your shoulders or slightly wider than your shoulders. So either underneath or slightly wider. And then also you want your hands to be slightly pointed out. This helps get the shoulder joint right in line so that you don't hurt your shoulder as you move up and down. Okay? So arms slightly pointed out, so your first finger is pointed up and all the rest of your fingers are starfished out. Your hands are going to be as wide as your shoulders or a little bit wider. Okay? So that's hand placement. Press out through your heels. Scoop your pelvis. Press the back of your heart to the top of the room and look at the front edge of your mat. So your body's a nice line of energy. I'm pressing my heels back wall behind me to distribute the weight towards the back of my body. And this will decrease the weight in your arms and shoulders. If this is too challenging, you can come to plank on your knees, but keep your back toes tucked under and keep actively pressing into the ball of your foot and scooping your pelvis under. So it's not just you're kind of halfway doing it. You want to fully do whatever you can do. Press into the ball of your feet, scoop your pelvis, press your torso away from the ground. From here, we lower down. We lower, and there's many variations on how to lower down. You can lower down with a flat back, like this. You can lower down from a full plank if your knees are up, like this. Or you can lower down in what's called an 8-point pose, where your knees are down, your bottom is up, and you lower your chin and chest, like this. Elbows are in close by your side in each one of them. So as you're lowering down, so you have your hands in this position, we're not lowering down with our elbows out to the side. Okay? We want to draw our elbows in really close and bend them back and down. So it's almost like they're creating a shelf for your torso. Okay? So as you lower your body down to the ground, the elbows come back and down like this, not out to the side. All right? So I'll move down in the 8-point pose. Knees, chest and chin, bottom stays up. On an inhale, you'll sweep your heart forward, drop your hips and untuck your toes. Elbows in close by your side. Lift your heart to the bottom rib. Deep breath in. And then exhale. Tuck your toes. Shift your weight up and back into down dog. You press into your arms actively. Draw your torso towards your thighs, lift your bottom. Your knees can be bent. It's better to have your knees bent than to have your knees straight and all your weight over your shoulders like this, okay? So if you're feeling strain in your shoulders, bend your knees, bring your bottom to the ceiling and press your arms into the floor to draw your torso towards your thighs. If this is very challenging on your wrists or shoulders, from this position, you could move into what's called puppy dog, which is you sit on your knees and extend your arms forward. Or you can come into child's pose, where you sit your hips all the way back. Okay. From this position, down dog, puppy dog, or child's pose, tuck the toes under and bring your bring your left foot forward, right by your left hand. Rock your right knee down, keep your right toes tucked under. Squeeze your glutes. You can stay right here. You can lift your torso. You can press your hands into your thigh and bring your torso back into a little back bend. Or you can bring your arms up over your head towards the ceiling, or even back. It all depends on your back strength. Don't press it, don't push it too far, we're doing 10. So it's better to start the first few mild, and then with the warmth that you create, your body will loosen up and you can go a little bit deeper into each expression as you like. Then plant your hands. We're going to step forward into a forward fold. Again, your feet are hip width distance here. And then inhale, hinge up, arms sweep out wide. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. So there are many variations for each of the poses that we just did. You can modify so that they work best for your body. I highly encourage you to be kind to yourself. This is, you can hear my breath just doing all of these. I'm already breathing more dynamically. My heart is pumping pretty hard and it feels good. We'll do 10 of these together at your own ability. Within your own capacity, without pushing yourself too hard in a way that could create injury. We don't want to create competition even in ourselves. Competition, like competing our mind of what we want to be able to do compared to what our body is able to do right now. We want to create harmony. So we find where our body is and we meet it there with joy and with our breath and move on. And the more you meet yourself right where you are with a kindness, with a presence, your body, your mind, your breath will begin to lengthen, expand, strengthen, become more flexible. But it's not through forcing it. It's through meeting it, being present with it and being kind with yourself that you start to blossom and grow. So I'm going to stop this video. Now you practice with whatever variations on each of the poses that you do for you. And I'll start another video doing 10 sun salutations all together. And we can practice together. All right? Also, I wanted to say, here at Keller Yoga, we have a class called Back to Basics that really breaks down the sun salutation. So if you're having a hard time and you have questions, come on in for a class and give it a try. You will learn so much on how to do each of these poses to the best of your ability for wherever your body is right now and get the most out of it. So those classes are here. Keller Yoga, you can look at our schedule at kelleryoga.com. We offer those classes on Monday and Thursday evenings at 6:30. And then we also have some very powerful classes if you're very advanced and familiar with the sun salutation and vinyasa flow classes. We have those classes on Tuesday and Thursday mornings at 9:30 and Wednesday nights at 7. So hope to see you here for a class. But if not, you can practice at home with me.